Hi, everyone. Welcome to my heaven classroom in my church for the children that are ages 6 weeks to 4 years old. I teach. This quarter, the children are going to heaven, and I just wanted to show you how I set things up and where I get my things from. The stuffed animals, I get a lot of my stuffed animals. We have a great thrift store near where I live, but I also get them from consignment sales. I've gotten all of these from consignment sales. Even all of them. The lion, this adorable tiger with her cub came from consignment sale, a thrift store, lots of animals. Now, these are from Hansa, so they're very, very expensive. I was at the International Toy Fair in New York City in February, and so they were selling at the last day their displays for half off. So I grabbed this capuchin, this sloth, which is really cool. He moves his neck all the way around. I can't really do it right now because I have only one hand. I have a folk manus puppet in there. Folk manus here. Clyde, my orangutan, is Hansa. I love him. Everybody loves him. And this flying squirrel is from Hansa. Now, I was so thrilled. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and saw these beautiful cranes, these beautiful metal animals, plus these gorgeous flamingos and the peacock is beautiful. So I got those. I have flamingos over here too. We'll start on this side of the room. So all of my banners or backdrops I got off Amazon. And there's one over there. So when I looked up, you can't just say heaven because it's not going to show you. It's not going to show the kind of stuff you want. So I looked up fantasy backdrops. And that's when I got these gorgeous, beautiful backdrops. So that's what I would look under if you're looking for any. Then I just use a little wading pool. These fish, goldfish, they act like they're swimming. They stay upright. Those are off Amazon. All of these little lily pads are off Amazon. And then the flamingos are 50% off at Hobby Lobby right this week when I went in. So that worked out nicely. That is also another sale from Hobby Lobby. And then these dolls are just from Paradise Galleries. So that one's from Paradise. This one's just wherever. And some Ashton Drake. So just real life looking baby dolls. And then the robes. This was fabric from Joann's. So I know that Hobby Lobby now, because Joann's is out of business, I found some like this in Hobby Lobby. So just look at some iridescent type fabric. And then I got all of this. This is just a regular, like a playhouse for it almost, but I use it for my mission clinic. Just whatever I need it for, I use it if I can make it be realistic in my scene. So for this, it's our mansion in heaven. So I just got some real pretty fabric. I thought this kind of looked like maybe seashells, that maybe if you want seashells on your roof. And then just real pretty there. And right now I had the lion, but the kids are able to go in during a song. And I just took some tulle and just wrapped it around here, the pillars, to give it a different look. And then I used this fabric. And the reason I like this is because it looks like it has jewels all in the fabric. So it makes it look like, your house in heaven where you're going to have jewels on the sides of it. For this, it's just, it's vinyl. So I use it for snow and ice when I do my Arctic theme. But I didn't do a great job putting down the gold paper. I wish it would look better, but I got to rethink that. But anyway, just on one side is snow and on the other side is my gold streets. Let's see, over here we've talked about all the animals. Again, this background of Jesus with the kids came from Amazon. I just try to put whatever kind of greenery, flowers in the trees. I just try to liven everything up. There's grapes. I whenever I put a kid in the scene, a doll in the scene, I try to give it some kind of little, I don't just plop it there. I like to try to give it like it's playing with the tail here, and he's holding the orangutan's hand, and she's riding the lion, sitting on the lion. Over here, I just wanted to have another pond to blend in from this one. So I have this real pretty fabric that I must have gotten from a thrift store, and it just blends. I just hung it behind it because it was real long. You can see it poking out of the top there, and it came all the way down and all the way here, and then I put this tulle type stuff over top of it, so it just gives it that depth and makes it look like water without having a second thing of water. Oh, also I just use a little pump. This little pump is nice because when the water gets too low, it just turns off. So it's not gonna burn up. And it just keeps the water fresh, moving, and just the sound. I used to use the hose, but lately I've stopped using the hose. It's easier not to have the hose. But lots of these trees, fake trees, just the more trees, the better, way I see it. And fake plants, I got from Hobby Lobby. Let's see, over here, again, both backdrops came from Amazon. Swing came from Amazon. I just used some hardware to hook it up. And then we have handles here to help us, because the kids are heavy in the swing. So the handles are nice to be able to hold on to as we pull it down. And over here, I just happened to find this at a thrift store. And I thought this would be perfect for them to crawl through as they're going into space. And then these just came from Amazon. So those help to make it a little bit more like we're going through space. And the inflatable thing I told you about earlier, I believe. And then I believe I already showed you this. I can't remember because I made the other video too about how I do things, but just in case I didn't talk about it in this video, this came from Hobby Lobby. It's for a wedding where the poster board, or not poster board, but like a board that hangs from it because it has like gold chain. So it hangs from it, and it said something about our beginning. So I just got fabric from Hobby Lobby that looked like pearly gates. So this is 2 layers of the pearly look, and then the blue behind it just kind of gives it a little bit more, less see-through and just a little bit more color. And then when I'm done with it, the reason I love this, when I saw this was about $27, but it's well worth it because I needed something for the door, and I need to sew that too. I just haven't had time. So, because I just got it like yesterday. Okay, so we'll just leave that there. And then the sheets. A solid black sheet works best for the lighting to show the space, colors and stuff moving in space. And I will show you that. We'll move this out of the way. But in my other video, I show how it looks. But anyway, so the astronaut turns on. I have the little remote here. And there's different colors you can use, but what they do is they crawl in through and they sit in this thing, and then we turn off the lights and they can see the moving colors. So I'll just turn off one light here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But they love to come in and look at that. We have a little bit of the planet. That planet's a little bit in the way, but it is what it is. It's okay. All right. So also on this, I want to point out the way I give it that dimensional look is I just put the stars up against that window so the light comes in and shines through the stars. And then this is kind of a transparent almost, so it makes it look like there's depth to it. So that's how I did that. Some of these things I just happen upon and it like works. So anyway, I think that is all that I need to show you about this. But that's how I set this room up. If you have any questions, definitely comment below and I will do my best to help you out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to see more videos of how I change my room out. I won't be doing another change over until the middle of October. And so definitely check back then for that one. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.